including robbery, rape, and murder. Right here in Phoenix, an illegal alien chased a man through a parking lot and shot him in cold blood, then walked over to the victim and shot him 4 more times right in the face as he lay dying in the street. This savage animal had previously been deported after serving 6 years in prison. And, you know, he was in prison 6 years. He was there 6 years, and nobody wants to talk about it. They want to protect him. Last year in Tucson, another illegal alien was sentenced to 10 years for repeatedly raping a vulnerable young woman. Yet left-wing politicians oppose all detention of illegal aliens, even convicted criminals, and they support deadly sanctuary cities that release these criminal aliens directly into America's communities. Thankfully, Arizona has banned sanctuary cities, and with a Republican majority in Congress, we will ban them in every state in America. And I'll tell you what, in California, I just left California. I started off with a speech in Nevada at 7:30 in the morning. I then went to California, made 2 speeches. I then went someplace else. I said, am I finished? No, you got to go to Arizona tonight and speak in front of like 25,000 people. And I said, that's okay. That's okay. I said, that's okay. No, I said, that's okay, because I love this unbelievable energy in this crowd. But you know what, honestly, there's tremendous energy in our nation. There's tremendous energy in our nation. Greatest nation in the world. Thanks to our tireless efforts to secure the border, we have reduced illegal border crossings for 8 straight months in a row, which will soon be a record. Illegal crossings are down 75% since last spring. The month of January saw the fewest illegal border crossings in 2 years, and we've ended catch and release, a horrible Democrat policy that we got terminated. Border Patrol, great people, have seized the largest amount of deadly narcotics ever recorded in the history of our country this year. And we've deported record numbers of gang members, including the worst gang of all, MS-13. Thousands and thousands of people have been thrown the hell out of our country. And we've done more to secure the border than any administration in history. We're building the wall, as I said, faster than ever, and it will soon be almost 1 new mile a day. We're looking for that. Washington Democrats have never been more extreme, taking cues from crazy Bernie Sanders. How's he doing tonight? 132 congressional Democrats have signed up for Bernie's health care takeover of the world. Think of this. 180 million Americans are going to lose health care coverage under this plan. But if you don't mind, I'm not going to criticize it tonight. Let them keep going, and I'll start talking about it about 2 weeks out from the election, okay? Because I don't want them to change. Please don't change. Same with the Green New Deal. I don't want to talk about it, Doug, tonight. I don't want to talk about it. You know, I came up with the name Pocahontas too early. But fortunately, she's self-destructed anyway. Did you ever see a phony like that? She's a phony. She lost because she couldn't keep it straight on her own heritage. She said she was an Indian. I said, I have more Indian blood in me than you have, and I have none. She said, oh, and she panicked. She panicked, and she had a test. You know the result. 1/124th. I think I win the bet. Somewhere along the line, I think I win. No, I did it too early. I would have saved it, but I guess it was effective. She's essentially gonzo, so. one of those things. While the Socialist Democrats are trying to destroy American health care and your Social Security, my administration is protecting your Social Security, your Medicare, and is fighting to give you great health care, and that's what we're getting. That's right. One of the big secrets, the Democrats won't let us say it. They want to keep that as quiet as possible. Look what they gave you, the worst health care. And what we've done, we've gotten rid of things that nobody could believe that was so bad for you. Everybody was happy. We're defending your right to keep your doctor and plan of your choice. We're making health care better and much, much cheaper. While premiums more than doubled in the last 5 years before I took office, we are now offering plans that are up to 60% less expensive than they were, and it's better health care. A lot of people don't know this. People don't know this. They think that's their issue. It's not. They failed on health care. We're protecting people with pre-existing conditions, and we always will. And by the way, we're trying to get rid of Obamacare, but we're managing it incredibly. But we're trying to get rid so we can give you a great health care plan and protect pre-existing conditions. Remember that. We're trying to get rid of it. But while we're having it, we're managing it really much better than they did. Remember, they built the $5 billion website. Remember that? It was supposed to cost $5 million. It cost $5 billion. $5 billion. I mean, you could get a kid out of high school. I have a son. He's a young boy, 13. He uses a computer. He could have given them a health care site. I would say he would have charged them $100, Barron Trump. And it would have worked. He's so good. Hi, Dad. How you doing, Dad? How's it going? Bing, bong. I said, don't play with that while you're talking to me. Well, what's going on, Dad? These kids, you know, are incredible, right? The kids, they make us look like babies with that. But he could have given you a great site for about $2. They spent $5 billion on a site that never worked. And by the way, speaking of that, how did they do with their vote count in Iowa? And I don't want to say it. I don't want to jinx them because, of course, I want them to do well. But I do, you know. We don't have anything. Nobody's running against us in so many states. It's just sort of nice. We can save the thunder, right? But, you know, I hear that in Nevada, I'm hearing bad things about their vote count. I hear a lot of bad things are happening, like they don't know what the hell they're doing. You know, I turned on the other night, Iowa. I wanted to see. And by the way, we set a record in the history of Iowa. We had more votes than anybody's ever had as an incumbent president. Same thing in New Hampshire. It's a good sign. It's a good sign. By a lot. By the way, by a lot. But I'm hearing that, and I hope this isn't the case, because, you know, I like to find out who the hell won. We still don't know who won in Iowa. I heard coming over here, they're still working on the count. No. Though he said, you won. Yeah, I think we did win. I think we did. Very good. That's very good. I'll have to think of that one. That's very good. No, we did win. Look, we are winning. We're winning big. We have fake polls out there. These guys do fake polls. They're fake polls. I had a poll. It's just like it was in 2016. I'd hear these polls. I'd hear women didn't like me, and I did great with women. I hear everyone didn't like me. Nobody liked me. Nobody liked me. And then we won. Thank you, women. Nobody liked me. 2016. No, I hear that, you know, remember, women didn't like him. And then at the end of it, he did great with women. He did great with this. He did great with everybody. We did great with everybody. Remember, 306 to 223. That's a slaughter. That's a slaughter. Remember they said he cannot get, they used the word path. There is no path, right, to 270. I was at 269 if I did great, but they said there's no chance. But I was at 269. So I went to Maine. I love Maine. I went to Maine. Maine's cut in half, and one Maine has won. I went there 4 or 5 times. People are great. I won it. And they were right. There is no path to 270, but there was a path to 306. These people. honest people. There is no path. That's right, Doug. They said there is no path. The fake news media. There is no path for Donald Trump. And then they said the evening of the election, it's going to be a really short night for Donald Trump. Thank God. We got rid of this guy because they did the exit polls going out, right? And I was even told, but a lot of people didn't want to talk about it. The highest number in history of people that said very nasty language, and I'm not going to use that name because they'll kill me if I use it, so I won't use it. It's a much better story if I use it because that's the truth. That's what they said. How did you vote? Now, usually they say, I voted for Clinton or I voted for Trump, right? How'd you vote? None of your business. See, I'm being nice, right? I'll keep it that way because otherwise we'll ruin the whole evening. His language is right. Even this tough guy in the front says, I agree. How did you vote? I don't want to tell you. How did you vote? None of your damn business. I'm not going to tell you. How did you vote? I'm not. And it was like this massive number, right? Massive. So everybody, they just didn't count that. So they said, numbers are looking unbelievably well for crooked Hillary Clinton. They're looking unbelievable. This is going to be a very short evening for Donald Trump. We finally will be rid of this guy. And then the numbers started coming in.